and welcome to the Potato Nation Racing League on Assetto Corsa Competizione here at the Circuit of the Americas in the US state of Texas. I'm Stuart Brierson. Joining me is my good friend Stephen Mullen for this Sunday night league race once again at CODA, which is short for Circuit of the Americas. With thanks to our sponsors at Interwiz, the UK's leading broadband company providing 4G network to businesses and homes throughout the UK.
Welcome to the 45-minute race, guys, at the Circuit of the Americas, and qualifying has just finished. So this is the lineup for the race.
On pole position, we have Wolverine, but behind him is Kasinga, with O'Brien in third place, Kearns in fourth, Mecklin in fifth, DeLucia in sixth, DP in seventh, Abu Ospa in eighth, Lauren de Jong in ninth, McDonald in 10th.
And in 11th, we have Tate. In 12th, we have Leppinen. 13th, we have Kral. 14th, Takar. 15th is Willis. 16th is Baines. And rounding up the grid in 17th is Unwin. So, looking forward to this race tonight. What's your thoughts, Stuart?
20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to this race. Hopefully, we can have a lot more action than we had back in Snecherton. And the Circuit of the Americas as well is also famous to the United States Grand Prix that Formula One comes racing here every year. So it'd be great to see how the GT3 cars handle this track in this upcoming race.
I would say there's going to be some good close racing. There's some good sector ones, very good. It reminds me of Silverstone there, down around Maggots and Blackets, and then there's the long straight. It's going to be good for a bit of overtaking, a bit of slipstreaming.
Yeah,
I believe hard into the braking zone.
Yeah, I believe that is after turn 11, where it goes into this Le Mans-like straight, very similar to the Mulsanne straight, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, there's going to be some great racing going on here. I'm looking forward to this. Some good drivers out here, and it's going to be exciting to see Evan Kearns here and see how he can do.
No doubt.
He's excited.
No doubt about that. But here are the drivers now coming up towards the start-finish line. It's only a matter of time before they get the green flag. As the race is now boiling up here now, we should get the green flag now any minute now, and it's green flag now. Green flag. We're racing now all the way up into turn 1 with Wolverine leading the pack, coming down now into turn 1. But Kasinga is looking around the outside, but Wolverine is still holding on to the lead so far.
Yes, Kasinga's got into turn 2. He's got the inside line.
Kasinga's got the inside line. Oh, Kasinga's got the inside line, and now he's up at the first place. We're right on board now. Oh, there's a McLaren that's actually going off white, and here we have a pink Ferrari chasing down the a McLaren there. I believe that's Evan Kearns driving that pink Ferrari.
Yeah, he likes the pink. I think that's the livery.
Very rare to see a pink Ferrari. I hope Mr.
I reckon the sun's been not that red and it's faded.
Yeah, I hope the higher ups of Ferrari will be okay with pink Ferraris, because as I heard from somewhere, I don't think Ferrari themselves are a big fan of their Ferraris in pink.
And we're down into the big straight now. Let's see what the slipstreams can do.
Here we are, the big Le Mans straight there now.
If their tires get heated up, or will they go for it?
If there was Formula 1, they would have had DRS here, but unfortunately this is GT3, so there's no such thing as DRS or the energy recovery system in these GT3 cars. At least not yet, anyway.
I've seen overboost there in Evan's car. I don't know what he's been doing with that. Maybe a bit of tuning.
I think that might have. I think yeah, that's very common with the Ferrari GT3s. When I'm driving one in iRacing or ACC, I see it come up as long with overboost. I don't know if that's just another term used for over revving or what's the story.
Probably, yeah, maybe with the old Honda Civic Type R's, the twin cam kicks in.
Yeah, I reckon that's.
There's been contact there between DP and Noise.
Crash has been happening there. I mean, we don't have we haven't got the camera on that, but I would love to look back on the replay and see what happened.
Yeah, well, maybe get a look at that in the replay. Well, here he goes.
DB goes wide. DB's gone wide, and Ospan goes down the inside. The final corner. It's gonna be a neck race, but I believe Ospa has got the place. Great stuff there from Ospa, taking advantage of a mistake.
DP on the inside again.
DB's coming down the inside. slight contact coming into turn 1, but they're still the cars are still in good nick as they continue racing down towards this Beggets and Maggots like corner.
So the racing's been pretty clean so far. Oh,
yeah,
another bit of contact there between Noise and someone there. I just see the warning.
Fortunately, the cars are still in good nick, and so far it doesn't appear to be as dramatic as back in Session, but we're still looking forward to some good racing action though, nevertheless.
Oh, we can definitely expect good racing here at Coda.
Oh yeah, Coda in the past is known for delivering some exceptional racing, especially in the Formula 1 championship that comes here every year for the United States Grand Prix. But let's see if GT3 can top that.
Somebody's run wide there.
I think that was John McDonald going off in the white McLaren there.
I think so.
Yeah, because he went off wide there. I'm not sure what happened there. Did he miss his braking point?
He probably missed his braking point, or somebody's maybe went up the inside and he's had a pull out.
Or maybe someone has punched him down behind him in the rear, and now he's.
We'll have to see a replay of that.
Yeah, we definitely need to see a replay of that, even though we rarely get one. But hopefully we'll be able to get a replay there sometime during the race.
On board with De Jong now.
On board now. Here we are now with Dion. He's coming down towards turn 15 and 16. He's got a good run at DP. DP goes wide. De Jong and DP are racing side by side. De Jong is chasing him down. He has a better run than DP. He has a better run.
De Jong had a great run out of that corner. He had a back out, or he'd have been into the back of him.
Yeah, De Jong
shooting out of that car.
De Jong is putting up a great fight against DP as we head now towards the final corner. He's got a very good run there coming there now into the final corner, but we'll be able to hit the slipstream as they race now towards the start-finish line.
We'll have to keep an eye on Lappinen. We know he's quick, and he'll be looking to make his way up the grid, but it'll all depend on how much practice he's put in. This track has only come out last week on Assetto Corsa Competizione, so a lot of the guys mightn't have a big pile of time to practice.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, this track was released as part of the US track pack for Assetto Corsa Competizione, alongside Watkins Glen and
Indianapolis.
And Indianapolis, yes, another track.
Road course, yeah.
Another track that used to host the United States Grand Prix before it finished its last race there in 2007, I believe.
Oh, good stuff. I didn't know that. We know it. Well, thank you for that, Stuart.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I think it was 2007 was the very last race there in Indianapolis, and I believe it was Lewis Hamilton who took his first win there.
So on lap 2, the first planned lap, Evan Kearns has got the quickest lap so far.
Good man, Evan Kearns. He's having a stormer of a race here. Hopefully he can get on the top step there, as he'll be. Oh, here's a good battle here now. Tommy.
Oh, some run.
Tommy Owen
is a rocket.
Tommy Owen
he's got her stop.
He's down the inside. He gets a good run on Nico Leppian, coming down now, and now Nico Leppian has no answer whatsoever. Probably because he forgot to take all the indicator fluid out of that BMW. But now he's going. Oh, Nico Leppian misses the breaking point, and he nearly runs to the back of the Audi.
He must have a leak or something in the brakes.
You mean the indicators, right?
Oh, maybe he didn't hit the pedal.
Or maybe something like that. I mean, I suppose if he had a leak in the brake pedal, it'd be even worse than if he had in the indicators.
Oh, now on board with young Kral.
Well, we were on board with those two before the race director decided.
Car, look at that.
Yeah, that Honda Civic. It really pays attention. It really pays tribute to some of the.
One, is it?
That's probably another tribute there for the
Stephen Baines. That's right. Stephen Baines had a great race at Snatterton last week. It was entertaining to watch.
That's right. I believe he was racing against Nigel Tate, I think it was, or Nigel Evans, I think it was.
No, I think it was Tate. Yeah, I don't think Evans raced last week now.
Yeah, I believe it was Evan Tate he was racing against. And speaking of Evan Tate, we're riding on board with him right now, coming into the.
That's an angry looking car.
Oh yes, that Porsche is looking very feisty today. It's probably been sick and tired of being called a midlife crisis mobile with that look on its face.
But it's an angry car, yeah.
Oh yes, no.
You reckon that car, along with other drivers, had to go get new dentures?
Oh yes, probably a new set of golf clubs for when they're
yes.
It's the before they're visiting the local golf club. But now here comes
Oh,
Tommy
Lippy.
Owen coming down the inside. Two German cars. Oh, there's contact. The Porsche gets taken out, and Tommy Owen somehow escapes that lightly. But now Lebanon is now taking on the car that has no sense of speed whatsoever, and again, and it's coming down now towards the braking zone. Who's gonna be more brave? It's gonna be Nico Lepian, as the BMW is on fire again once more.
Yeah, the BMW gets stopped really well.
Oh yes, that's the show of that's what happens when you empty the BMW of its indicator fluid. It performs 1,000 times better.
There's a lot of German cars. Whoa!
Whoa! The Audi there bouncing off. Nearly took off into the air.
That's
Not
a
sure.
big rear wing.
I hope the undercarriage of that Audi is okay, because that definitely looks very bad.
Yeah, that didn't look good at all. He's hit the sausage coming out of that.
Yeah, he's
Some
had
of the sausage around here are lethal.
Yeah, I think I think it was I believe it was
I haven't carried some corner speed there.
I believe it was 2017. Sebastian Vettel had a bit of a suspension failure here because of one of the curbs.
Yeah, I know they're going to look into the sausage curbs now on tracks, because the F2 car at Silverstone at the weekend there, it got launched as well. And now they're questioning the safety of sausage curbs.
Yeah, I think if the FIA wants to prove they're all about health and safety, I believe the best option would be to remove those sausage curbs, because it's going to injure somebody one of these days.
The cars are so low, when they hit that.
Not only that though, the Formula 1 cars compared to your typical GT and touring car are open wheels, so
yeah,
chances are they're going to be more susceptible to damage than your typical GT counterpart.
Tommy Unwin looking at a lapping in here, late on the brakes.
Tommy Unwin is coming down the inside. Nico
Lappin's giving him room, and Evan Tate right in there as well.
And now here comes Evan Tate there now. It's going to be a 3-car fight. It's an all-German car battle here. Here we are. I'll back straight.
Which has a better speed. We know the Porsche isn't great on the top-end speed. There he does.
No, but it is very good with corners. As Owen tries to look down the inside. Lebanon's gone wide. And so is that Porsche's gone wide. But
Dion's going to get eaten up here as well.
Unwin gets it. Unwin gets a good run. But Lebanon is still continuing to fight back. Yeah, definitely good racing here. And as they come down towards turn 16, and now Stephen Kroll, Evan Tate, and John McDonald.
I think it's 9th place.
Yeah, it looks like John McDonald and Stephen Kroll could be getting involved in this fight if one of the cars makes a slight mistake there. But now Evan Tate is going to have a little look. What do you make?
In the turn 20.
Turn 20 we go. No, he can't quite make the move there.
Yeah,
but coming
across the start finish, straight for the start lap 6.
Start on the next step then now, and with only half an hour to go before towards the end of the race. Evan Tate is currently holding on to 12th place as he chases down Nico Lepian. Lepian has a look down the inside of Owen, but still can't quite nail it there. Coming down now towards this chicane.
There's another great shot from the rear of the Lapin's BMW. Great camera work there by the TV director.
Yeah, I believe our race director is Mr. Daniel McGowan, who's doing a good job with the race direction.
Fantastic. I think a lot of the guys are enjoying it.
Yeah, I think it's happy to say that quite a few of the viewers who are watching this will be having a great time enjoying all these really nice camera angles. Right on board.
Do you think a lot of them get ego trips from watching themselves race?
Well, I mean, I can relate with that a lot because I remember when I raced back into the Digital Motorsports Championship. I remember having big ego trips from just watching myself racing, whether it's having a good overtake or just me causing a big massive car pile up in one race.
On that note, I think we should try and get a look at the number. I don't know what number it is, but it's Evan Kearns' car, the purple Ferrari. I think he'll enjoy watching himself.
Oh yeah, I mean, knowing Evan Kearns, he's He's a very interesting character, and him and I tend to get along very well in the Discord channel.
Ah, very good. And what Discord's that for viewers?
I believe it's the Lawrence Dosava Discord channel.
Lawrence
Dosava. Sorry to Lawrence.
Sorry, Lawrence.
Yeah, sorry, Lawrence. Yeah.
I believe it's Dutch. I always struggle with it. Dusaswa. That's how you pronounce it.
Dusaswa.
Yeah, Lawrence will be proud of that one.
Yeah, sorry, Lawrence, if I butchered your name up there the first time there. Don't cancel me over anything for if you're offended by that.
Oh. Anyway, back to the racing. We're on board with Lappinen here.
Yeah, he's doing a very good job there, Fendi.
These guys are neck and neck the whole way. Nobody's giving an inch here.
No, so far the racing is very clean. But now here comes John McDonald looking around the outside of Stephen
I wouldn't
Crow.
want to be looking at my mirror.
No, especially if there's a big angry Porsche who's sick and tired of being called a midlife crisis mobile, chasing you down.
Chasing down a car with no indicators.
Exactly, a car with no indicator fluid. You're right there, Stephen Mullen. Here, as we go into this Silverstone Beggars and Maggots chicane. Now it looks like Evan Tate has really got the run there on Nico Leppian. Will he be able to make... I reckon he'll be able to make an overtake coming down to turn 11.
Oh, he just doesn't have the speed on the long straights, and I think that's what's costing him.
Yeah, I think that's the lack of straight line speed is what's giving Nico Leppian the advantage. Oh yeah, these camera angles are genuinely fantastic here as they.
Nico Leppian's losing a bit of ground on Arian Lauren.
I think that was Evan Tate there. That was chasing down at Nico Leppian. But now here comes Ospa. He's been overtaken by Unwin, and Unwin makes a move stick.
That's a good move, yeah.
Yeah, pretty straightforward overtake.
De Jong's having a go as well. Oh,
yeah, there we go. Contact. There's a crash happening there. Oh, that's.
Will he give the position back? I think he is. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
he's lost another one to Lappinen.
He's given the place back, but he's lost it completely there to Nico Leppian. And he's run wide as well. Bad timing there from the Porsche.
Oh, he's got swallowed up by Evan Tate as well.
It appears that his act of kindness has been taken advantage of by
John McDonald.
Did John McDonald go off there?
No, I think he was battling with De Jong and no, it was Kral. Sorry.
There was so much
a sniff there. Look.
Oh, the Porsche again goes wide there in the final corner.
Yeah, De Jong's had a bit of a nasty sector 3 there, and it's cost him about 3 positions.
Yeah, it's a shame, really. He tried to be so good to give that place back, but unfortunately, his act of kindness was taking advantage.
Stephen Kral in the Lexus will be hoping he can get close to the Porsche on the back straight, because the Lexus can go into warp speed.
Yeah, I suppose you'll be right there, Stephen. But now we're riding on board. We were riding on board with Evan Kearns, but now we're riding on board with DeLucia. As we're and now now it's a DP that we're riding on board with, coming down now.
They're all just hot lapping on their own out here.
Yeah, I mean, so far it looks like they're racing on their own there. I mean, there's not much action happening up at the front as we watch Ospa trying to run away from Nico Leppian, and here's Nico Leppian who's also running away from Evan Tate in the Porsche. Right as we come down now to turn 11 once again, Nico Leppian is trying to catch up with the McLaren ahead of him.
Oh, there's some battles going on here. Look at this.
Yeah, there's lots of close racing here happening in this in the Potato Nation League as we race now on the back straight. But now watch this Porsche here. He's trying to he was thinking.
I think he
was having a look at the inside. Oh, he's going for it. De Jong is going for it.
He may lose it at the Kral as well.
And he sort of gets it. Does he get it? Does he get it?
Oh, De Jong's cut
He's got it. Yeah, De Jong has cut Tate off, and now it's up to Stephen Kral now to chase down the Porsche right in front of him. And now and Stephen Kral's gone off there. I'm not sure what's happened to him there, but whatever has happened, it's given John McDonald the advantage to catch up to him.
Yeah, John McDonald had to go wide there, so he didn't have the inside line.
Yeah, which is going to cost him time greatly there, going around the outside, as he slightly goes off goes outside the track limits there. I hope doesn't get counted as a cut warning there. Because I know with some racing sims they would be they're very strict about track limits.
Yeah, track limits at the Circuit of the Americas now are very tight now, I have to say. If you get a wheel off the track at all.
Yeah, especially I've noticed this, especially back in 2014 or 2015. A lot of racing organizations have gotten pretty tough on track limits, especially in recent years.
Yeah, I believe the drive-throughs are very possible in this race today. It's a long lap, a long race, and the track cuts are very tight. So 4 warnings, and it's a drive-through penalty, which could cost you the race.
Yeah, so it's best to keep the car on the black stuff there if you want to avoid a drive-through penalty.
Absolutely.
But now the race has got a bit more spread out there now, as Stephen Kroll is trying to chase down the Porsche of Evan Tate, with John McDonald hunting him down.
This shows you one mistake here and 2 or 3 cars could be past you in no time.
Yeah, that's as we've seen earlier on with one of the Porsches there doing his random act of kindness before he got taken advantage of by another car.
What do you make of De Jong's livery there on the Porsche?
Yeah, it's definitely a very interesting livery on De Jong's car. Obviously, it's very creative livery with that graffiti art style livery on the Porsche.
Yeah, I just can't read the sponsor of that skin there.
Yeah, I seem to have trouble reading the sponsors there.
Skins or something.
It's very hard. I think you're cutting off there a bit there, Stephen. But yeah, it's very hard to see what the sponsors are on that graffiti Porsche. But nevertheless, it still looks good regardless.
A big shout out to Justin Wellbeloved, who is a keen member of the Potato Nation races. He's very good at making the deliveries for the cars.
Yeah, he's definitely looks like if he's painted that graffiti colored Porsche, then it looks like he's done a fantastic job there on the Porsche. And he's going down. He's trying to look down the inside of as Evan Tate tries to look down the inside of De Jong, but just couldn't quite make the move stick.
Turn 1 of Circuit of the Americas is very impressive.
Yeah, I love how it's taken the influence there of Spa-Francorchamps, and then incorporating it there with another corner, with a corner from another track there, I believe.
There's a couple of similar type of corners from other tracks. I think they've just sampled a corner or two from nearly all the other tracks and put it all as one and tried to make a mother of all tracks, if that's the right word to use.
Yeah, I do like the idea of taking influence from European circuits to make their own track, but yeah, and I can see it's and I can see, in my opinion, the circuit does look very impressive, especially when it comes to the racing side of things.
There's been some good racing so far, but the guys are starting to get spread out. But we're on board now with De Jong here, and he's still having a look at Nico Leppinen. He's
caught him massively there to the BMW.
Oh.
De Jong's going down the inside of the BMW.
Make that stick, Jenny. He did.
He did make that stick and down the BMW, but now it's left him vulnerable to the BMW behind him, and somehow, and De Jong stayed ahead. De Jong manages to stay ahead of Nico Leppinen in the BMW behind him.
Fantastic dive bomb there by De Jong. He made it stick as well.
He did. He pulled up.
He's caught some curbs there and might have lost a bit of traction out of that corner.
Nico Leppinen is going down. Is caught up greatly there to the Porsche behind him, but still couldn't quite get back at him there as we head towards the final corners.
Last flowing corner. I'm coming into the last turn now.
The final corner there now. Here comes Nico Leppinen there. He's caught up. He's caught great.
He's a great run.
De Jong's got a bit wide. Can
a bit of a sausage curve there.
Nico Leppinen go down the inside? Here comes Nico Leppinen. They're racing side by side, coming down towards turn 1. And I reckon Nico Leppinen will be able to make the move stick. Yes, he does. He makes that move stick there. Fantastic stuff from Nico Leppinen. And now Evan Tate also wants a piece of the pie, as De Jong is left very vulnerable there to him.
Yeah, these three guys have pulled away from Stephen Kroll and John McDonald.
Into now to this chicane where De Jong looks like he's coming back at at Nico Lepian, coming there towards turn 11, I believe, the massive hairpin there. As we ride on board now with Delucia, who is just leaving turn 11, where the front of the field looks like very quiet. As we say that, DP.
Oh my God! There's debris on the track.
As DP has left some debris on the track, and there's a sponsor sign there, yeeting up into the air there. Just I imagine that's some game-breaking physics there, taking over the sim.
Accidents happen because of that getting caught in somebody's windscreen.
Yeah, good.
Marshals will have to get out and clear that quickly. There, he's over there standing in the corner. I can see him.
Well, good thing this is a simulator and not real life. So if a car did get damaged, at least the driver in real life will be okay. That much we can guarantee. But now here we are now coming down towards into turns 15, 13 and 14 with Nico Lepian being hunted down by the Porsche of De Jong.
That's another great corner there. There's a bit of trail braking needed to hook it up. And Evan Tate catching a bit of sausage curb, and Stephen Crowell will have a look.
Looks like Stephen Crowell is now in a position to launch an attack on Evan Tate if he gets the opportunity to do so. But we now see De Jong, who's catching back up with the BMW of Leppinen. So it'll be very interesting to see.
Oh, he's running away there. He's gone. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, we just avoided the sausage curb. Evan Tate just sitting behind, hoping these two guys have a bit of coming together, and maybe he can claim a few extra freebies.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing about motor racing. There's always an opportunity happening on the track, even if you're behind a group of cars fighting it out for position.
Yeah, you could either get involved or sit back and hopefully they destroy their own races.
Yeah, generally, if I was in that position,
I would big slide there.
Oh, big slide there from the Porsche. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If I was in that position when I'm sim racing, I would generally opt to just hang back a bit and let the drivers take a shot. Whoa, it's De Jong there trying a very brave move around the outside of the BMW, but that's left him vulnerable to the Porsche of Evan Tate there behind him. With Stephen Cross takes him down. It's going to be very close to that, going into the hairpin, and it's a three wide pass. 3 car going into the turn 11. Stephen Cross gets him in there. Oh, there's a crash. There's a crash. Stephen Cross and De Jong have come together. Oh, just as we were having a good race there, Stephen Kroll and Laurent De Jong come together in turn 11, and now that's left De Jong crashing into the signpost altogether. But now it's left him vulnerable to the McLaren behind him.
Unbelievable stuff now. And there's John McDonald. He was sitting back. He was nowhere near this race, and now he's back up two positions.
Yeah, I mean, it was somebody.
Oh, he must have damage.
De Jong's pulled over. De Jong's pulled over. I think that's his race over. I think he's retired.
He must have been meatballed.
Yeah, I think he's been meatballed. Yeah, he's in the pits. He's out of the race. Oh,
that's his race over. Oh dear.
And De Jong was having such a good race there.
Oh,
but now
be happy with that.
He will not be happy with that in the least bit.
No.
What a shame for De Jong there. The fact that there was a car trying to go 3 wide into turn 11. Obviously not his fault, of course. He was taken out by one of the Lexuses, I believe.
Yeah.
But it was such a shame. It was such a shame that he had to retire halfway through the race.
It was a bold move by Stephen Kroll. And Evan Tate pulled out of that. They seen him braking early. He said, "I don't want to get involved here. I'll sit back." And he actually committed that out of it.
Yeah, I mean, because sometimes going 3 wide can be very dangerous, especially if it's in a corner like turn 11, where anything can happen.
Yeah, I don't know why you want to be going 3 wide for a 10th, 11th position. You know, if it's for the race win and lap 15 or 16, you know, you might consider it.
It'd be a matter of be a matter of who's going to give first. I mean, something had to give, and unfortunately, it had to be De Jong.
Oh, he was having a fantastic race with Nico Leppinen. Nico Leppinen now will be looking in his mirror. Thankfully, he won't see that graffiti-coloured Porsche behind him, and he's sitting in 9th now, and he might have a bit of clear track in front and behind him, and he can just concentrate on getting the last 17 minutes of this race.
Well, as you say, there's a car behind him. Here comes Nigel O'Brien taking down, trying to go around the outside of that German coloured flag Lexus. He's got a good run there coming out of turn 11. He'll be putting on the DRS and the curves, even though this is not Formula 1. Going down the back straight. Will he have the slipstream there? Coming down now.
It's right.
Into turn, coming down towards turn 12. He's going to make a move. Yeah, he's going to make a move. He's going down the inside.
He sent it. Will he get a stop?
Will he get it? Nigel O'Brien gets the move done, but that's left Stephen. But that's something vulnerable to Stephen Crawl coming around the outside there. And we right now on board now with Chris West. Stephen Crawl gets down. Oh, then the crash again. Stephen Crawl's been taken out there again. This time it's by Nigel O'Brien as he's been getting involved there with crashes left, right, and center. Poor Stephen Crawl has not been having a good day here in the office, but thankfully Nigel O'Brien gives the position back to Stephen Crawl. Great sportsmanship there from O'Brien there.
Great racing, yeah, great. That's the least he could do for him.
But now we're on board with the leader of Jean-Sebastian Kazinja, I believe, who's having a pretty good race to himself, as well as my good friend Evan Kearns, who's also having a pretty quiet race to himself in that very posh pink Ferrari there that he's driving.
That's sort of pink.
Very careful now he doesn't end up like Deadmau5, where he got sued by a Ferrari for having a Nyan Cat livery on his car. Right on board.
Evan have nothing to worry about from Ferrari.
No. After all, this is a virtual game, so I mean, I don't know if he'll have as much money as Deadmau5 would. So I don't think. I suppose even if Ferrari go through that lawsuit there, I mean, he won't have the money to pay for it anyway. but we're not. But this is a race. We're not talking about. This is a racetrack, not a court case. As we ride back and forth now with that.
Hey, there could be a few court cases going on after a couple of contacts in this race.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
A few strong words used in the Discord after this.
Well, let's hope the jury agrees that. Well, let's hope. Well, it's all that matter what the jury says about the crash, especially between De Jong and Crawl there. After seeing Nigel O'Brien are going through the same corner as to where that incident happens, Your Honor. Riding aboard now, Simran Takar, racing down now towards turn 11 with Stephen Baines there now. As he's in a different car there now. Was he in the Honda before back in station?
Stephen Baines, yes, he was in the Honda.
Oh, he was.
Was that sporting that livery though? Maybe. To the car.
Yeah, I reckon that he must have changed the livery since the last time I've seen him race.
He's working.
Jean-Sebastian Cassin.
You can see with the lap times there, he's pretty close to John Sebastian, and for lap times, maybe 2/10 in it.
This is between Wolver and Casingenia, right?
Yeah, but Casingenia doesn't have anyone in the rear mirror, so he's out. He's out in front on his own.
Yeah, he's pretty much doing a Lewis Hamilton from 2014 to 2020, with him just being 20 seconds ahead of the entire field and just outright dominating.
Still on the track there. The marshals haven't bothered to pick that up.
No, they haven't. I mean, I don't know what kind of marshal staffing that this track is hiring, but surely they'll be able to recruit some better marshals there.
Very hard to see the brake marker coming into that turn there.
No, I imagine it's going to throw a lot of drivers off there coming into turn 11.
I'd say so. A lot of guys maybe missed their braking markers, and maybe that's caused a couple of contacts in the corner there. It's a very tight corner coming down high speed straight.
Which could be very entertaining, but for the wrong reasons. There.
Look at the rotation in that Porsche. Let's have some steering input.
Yeah, it looks like that Porsche there is set up very well there. I mean, me personally, I sometimes have difficulty driving Porsches myself, because the last few times I tried to drive a Porsche, it was understeering like hell for me.
I would say that's probably because you're a young fella and the Porsche doesn't suit you. Maybe Porsche suits a middle-aged, midlife crisis fella.
Yeah, obviously I'm probably too young to have my crisis. I'm only 25 there, by the way.
You should be in a nice Lamborghini or Ferrari.
Well, I mean, my dream car is actually a Ferrari. Well, that's if Ferrari will choose me to own the car, that is.
Oh, it'd be nice, okay, wouldn't it?
Because I know with Ferrari, they're very picky about who gets their cars and who doesn't get their cars, which I can understand. I can see where Ferrari are coming from. They want to give their cars to someone who will genuinely appreciate the car. Overall, though, most other companies will be just happy to welcome you with open arms once you've got the money for the product. That is.
Oh, absolutely. And we're still racing away here. Evan Tate is still keeping the pressure on Nico Lepinen.
Yeah, Lepinen there is still holding his ground against Evan Tate there completely well there. Coming down now towards the final corner as Lepinen now is pulling a bit of a gap there from Evan Tate there. Coming towards the start finish line.
And this week, I believe Indianapolis is next week. So that'll be a new track for the guys to learn as well. I've never raced Indianapolis now, so it's meant to be a decent circuit.
Yeah, I've raced on Indianapolis a couple of times. I believe it was the 2007 road layout where it had the infamous turn 13 hairpin. I believe it was.
Okay.
That was basically one of the oval bends where it's like a full.
Oh yeah.
Where it was like a full right-hand turn, and was also home to what happened to the very controversial incident of 2005, where back in the 2005 US Grand Prix, a lot of Formula One cars running Michelin tires were exploding off the track, which only caused the six Bridgestone runners to only be racing that day.
Wow, very interesting fact.
Yeah, I mean it was a long time ago. I believe that was 17 years ago. I believe now, about, let's see, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, 17 years ago now at this point. And I think that memory would remain a lot. I think that event will remain in a lot of F1 fans' head, especially in a lot of the drivers' heads there 17 years on. But now we see
Evan's run wide. Evan's got the inside line here.
Evan Tate is now coming down around the outside.
He's left it too wide. John McDonald's having a look as well. He's got the inside line, and Evan Tate might lose out.
John McDonald's looking at the inside. Contact there with Evan Tate. But John McDonald actually taking 2 cars on. He's done it. Oh, he's actually did that. Unbelievable stuff. John McDonald takes 2 cars around turn 14. Unbelievable stuff. John timed that absolutely to perfection there. As these
Nico Lepinen will be raging. And John McDonald won the pits by the looks of it.
What? John McDonald's going to the pits? What? Oh, why is he going to...
Oh, what's going on there?
Oh, just as John McDonald had a fantastic overtake, he decided it's not enough and decides to bail and go to the pits. I hope
maybe he says this is too easy for me, I'm way. Or maybe the McDonald's delivery driver had it out and he's letting the pizza.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully though that McLaren... Hopefully that McLaren hasn't gotten too much damage there coming down into the pit.
Enough there, I would say that's the length.
Probably. I mean, I reckon that would probably be the case there, Stephen. But now we're watching a classic German car battle. Once again, it's a midlife crisis mobile versus a car with no indicators coming down towards the end of this chicane, heading towards
these guys have had some ding dong going on all day.
I believe, I don't know if they're the same cars that were racing each other back in Snetterton, but they were the same 2 manufacturers that were battling each other back in Snetterton. As here we go now for round 2, leaving turn 11.
Down the straight, he needs to stop tucking behind him to get down the...
Evan Tate just needs to get the slipstream there of the BMW. I reckon
he nose out and that's not helping him.
Will he be able to do? Will he do a Daniel Ricciardo coming into turn 11? Very hard to see, but the camera, the race director has taken up. Oh, that's Casagigna is in the pits. What's happened? Casagigna is in the pits. He was doing so well. He's out of the race. Oh, what's happened? Casagigna is out of the race.
He's definitely had too many cuts.
Oh no, a drive-through penalty. That is so unfortunate for Casagigna. He was leading this race so well, but now it's Wolverine. Bruno Wolverine.
He won.
But now it's Bruno Wolverine and Evan Kearns who's now leading the up in the top spots.
Casagigna is out in 3rd now. He's lost 2 positions from that drive-through.
Meanwhile,
he was cruising out in front. He didn't have to push as hard, and it's cost him big time.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. It's sad when a driver does get a drive-through penalty like that. But if they were extend the track limits like that, it would be kind of warranted in a way.
Well, you know, the drivers do the practice. They have to figure out where the track cuts are, because that is the law.
Yeah, that is.
If they exceed it, they get penalised.
That is the law of motor racing indeed, which is what Evan Kearns is doing. Evan, don't extend the track limits. You don't want to get a penalty here, mate. I don't want to ridicule you. No, but Evan, I don't want to ridicule you later on here, mate. So if I were you, I would stay away from those track limits.
I don't think Evan can defend himself with a pink car.
No, I mean that pink Ferrari though. I mean, what
is that?
Oh, DP and Unwin is having a good battle now. Towards downwards toward turn 11, and DP gets the move done on Unwin. But wait, now where's Unwin? Unwin is but DP and Unwin are still fighting. Oh, DP is looking down the inside of Unwin, and DP gets the move done. Now, will he be able to hold on there now towards this left-hander here?
Nice, tricky, tight section.
DP Unwin tries to catch him at turn 15, turn 16. But let's see what he can do now, coming down to 19. DP is pulling away there now from Unwin, coming out towards the final corner. It was great racing from these two there while they were battling away at it.
Unwin's done well. He started the race pretty. I think he started the race in 16th or 17th position. Wow,
and he's made up 10 places there. Unwin is on fire today here, lads. If he's making up this place, but he's not on fire. Well, he was on fire until he well, that was before he went wide at turn 1, which will cost him dearly there coming up towards the chicane. Riding on board now with Unwin, who's looking to try and catch up with DP, but it looks like the Audi is looking slightly quicker there into the chicanes.
Yeah,
again versus the McLaren.
The McLaren can hook that sector 1 up really well. Nice twisty corners.
Yeah, it looks like that McLaren is more. It's more
on board with Kearns now as he trying to hold off Kelson Inja.
Yeah, well, we were on board with him, but now now the race director decided we'll watch Stephen Baines instead. Now we're back on board with Evan Kearns, and here's Casagina trying to catch back up with Evan Kearns, which hopefully we'll be able to see them battling it out towards the end of the race. But now here comes Unwin now trying to go down the inside. Unwin, DP tries to go defensive, but Unwin dives down the inside. Can he make the move?
He's got to stop. He's got the lane.
DB's getting the cut back there now, but Unwin still holds the inside, and now DB tries to go around the outside, coming into turn 16, but still can't quite nail it. What about the inside coming into turn 16? No, Unwin still holds the place there, and now Unwin pulls away. Once again, great stuff there from the two cars of DP and Unwin. They've been battling each other now for the last couple of minutes, and it just never fails to disappoint us.
Some good driving there. DP just caught the sausages there, and that's cost him a bit of time there. But he might have. There's still 4 minutes left in the race, so we'll have to keep an eye on that battle.
So far, if things keep going the way they're going, then Walburn could be in with a chance to win this race. That's if he doesn't make a mistake and have Evan Kearns there capitalizing on that mistake.
Still holding off O'Brien on that. So
yeah, Osba is chased down now. Tate and it's actually I believe that was Lebanon there chasing down O'Brien and Tate. As you see, I think that's Evan Kearns there. Cartagena just went past Evan Kearns. Will he be able to dive down the inside? No, Evan Kearns holds the place. Still holds the place. I
believe Evan Kearns said during the week he was going to win this race easily. So,
I think that rather aged very poorly there for Evan Kearns.
I believe he had a bet on with Aidan Millward, and if Evan didn't win the race, I believe he has to call Aidan Millward daddy.
Oh yeah, actually I've seen that taking place on Lawrence Dozava's Discord there in the Assetto Corsa Competenziani channel. There was a bet there saying that if Evan Kearns doesn't win the race, he has to call it Aidan Millward daddy.
That's quite disturbing.
Yeah, it looks like Nigel O'Brien has finally come to the back of Evan Tate. He's got a good run.
Oh, it's going to be a good race now. Coming into the closing stages of the race, there's probably one lap to go after this.
Yeah, that's looking like very good as we see the Porsche there using its left indicator there for some reason. I'm not sure if it's trying to signal left at that corner.
Maybe he's saying go left, Nigel, go left, and I let you through, but I don't know why you'd want to do that.
Maybe Evan Tate...
He needs to go defensive there, he's being too nice.
Maybe Evan Tate can't handle the pressure. He knows he's not going to have a race against O'Brien, so he's just decided to let him go there completely.
Fair dues, but like one lap to go, you know. Or maybe he's thinking, I don't want to get in a battle and cause an accident and lose positions. And I'm happy to sit here in 10th position. Top 10 is a pretty good result, to be fair.
Absolutely, I agree with you. You're 100% there. You're 100% correct there, Stephen. A top 10 finish is definitely something to write home about in any motorsport event.
Bondi here on board with Nigel.
O'Brien there goes through the final corner there now, coming towards the start finish line. But now we see John McDonald racing against Simran G-Tech car.
Simran G-Tech car hasn't got much of a shout out today, but here we go. Last lap, he'll be sniffing John McDonald.
He hasn't been given much airtime there, Simran G, but now he has some airtime. Can he make the move on the McLaren? Coming down towards
the bait is in the water. The sharks are circling.
Oh yes, I mean it looks like John McDonald is now looking pretty wounded in that McLaren of his.
The tires must be completely scorched.
I imagine that's the case if he's been pushing out just a little too hard there around for the last couple of minutes. But now we see Evan Kearns there now down in third place after Castagna retook him for second place.
And you can see Pascal De Lucia in the McLaren with the Ferrari red colour.
Nigel O'Brien there is being chased down by Evan Tate in the army coloured angry looking face Porsche.
I think Lappinen has went off track there.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to ride on board with him soon enough. But now here's Tommy Unwin chasing down his sister Audi, coming down now in towards the final corner.
Yeah, he's chasing Milchin.
Yeah, Alex Milchin in the sister Audi, coming towards the final corner, and looks like there now Nigel O'Brien has got a bit of a gap there towards with Evan Tate there behind him.
Yeah, Alex Milchin's having a great season so far. I think he might even be the leader in the Pro Series, which is fantastic for him. He's put in a lot of practice and hard work, and it seems to be paying off. Coming up to the final last corners with Simran Takar and McDonald here.
Simran G finally gets moved on John McDonald, but now what can John McDonald? John McDonald down the inside. Can he make the mistake? No, he just couldn't quite do it. He tries to go around the outside of the Canadian as Simran G continues to hold the inside line with John McDonald now still hunting him down. John looks around the outside, coming down now towards this double right-hander with Simran G still holding on the final lap.
It's like a cheetah chasing a deer here.
Oh yes, no doubt about that. Except in this case, it's a McLaren chase down the Raging Bull.
Oh, this one right.
Goes wide, and that's going to cause the position to John McDonald. Coming around in the final corner, and John McDonald gets ahead of him there now.
It's going to be a race for the line.
It's going to be a race to the line. Who's going to come out on top? It's John McDonald. John McDonald gets it, and Bruno Wolford takes victory here at the Potato Nation League here at the Circuit of the Americas. As he is coming around now the final corner now, Bruno Wolford takes the checkered flag here at the Circuit of the Americas, and there he is waving back and forth in celebration. He's had a good race.
Waving the red flag there. I thought it should have been the checkered flag, but the race is done. Bruno Wolford is your race winner.
Yeah, with Castagna coming down for second, and Evan Kearns settling for third. So that means now he's going to have to call Aidan Millward daddy now.
Who's your daddy? I would say Castagna won't be happy with his life, so he's out with the pumps.
No, I imagine
that race victory.
I imagine there's going to be a lot of inquiry from this, or a huge discussion there with both the stewards and Casaginia with that drive-through penalty.
And Evan Kearns were third, just pipping his teammate in the SOP team, Pascal Deluchet, in fourth. I would say Evan will be buzzing. I think that's the first time he's beat Pascal in a race.
But as I say that, there's still one more battle that needs to be settled, and that's Simrajit Dakar versus John McDonald. Simrajit gets a big braking there, coming there now into that left-hander. Now it's just a matter of just a few more corners to go. Will Simrajit get the move done? Coming down now into turn 14, I believe. Now they're in 14, coming down towards 15 and 16. Simrajit tries to look around the outside there, but John McDonald is still holding on, and I think it's John McDonald goes wide, and Simrajit takes the position. Did John let Simrajit through there?
I'd say off the top bit.
I reckon John must have let Simrajit through there. That looked a bit too obvious for it to be. That didn't look like an attempted overtake. It looked like he was giving the position to Simrajit because he knew he was going to be faster than him. But at the end of the day, it's Simrajit who comes out on top with John McDonald and takes home a respectable 14th place. What? Why are they pulling over?
That's the race finish there. Yeah, that was the last lap.
That was the last lap, and here they are pulling over as a sign of respect. What great stuff!
Look at the race results, folks.
Yeah, so the race results are Brutal Wolverine takes a respectable victory here at the Circuit of the Americas, with Casaginia in second. Evan Kearns is third. DeLucia is in fourth. McLean is in fifth. Unwin is sixth. DP is seventh. Abu Osma is eighth. O'Brien is ninth. 10th. Tate rounds up the top 10. Lebanon is in 11th. Kroll is 12th. Willis is 13th. John McDonald, after racing against Simrajit with Dakar, somehow gets classified for 14th. I thought he was finished ahead. I thought Dakar finished ahead of John McDonald. But no, it's John McDonald in 14th, Dakar 15th, Baines 16th, and DeLong in 17th.
Who crashed out?
As our screen is now turned off. So this is with that all being said, it was a very good race from us. This is goodbye.
Yes.
Yep, this is goodbye from me, Stuart Brierson, and goodbye from my good friend Stephen Mullen with Daniel McGowan on the cameras. We look forward to seeing you again for the next race, wherever that may be. I believe that's over in Indianapolis, I believe.
It is indeed. Thank you and good night.
Good night, everyone.